Hello and welcome to the new video. In this video, we will be constructing a similar triangle. So, let us read the question. Construct a triangle ABC of sides 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 6 centimeters. This is something which you have been doing in your previous classes, which is very simple. This is the normal triangle. Using 3 sides, we have to construct the triangle. Then, we need to construct a triangle similar to it. Now, we have to construct the triangle similar to this triangle whose sides are 2/3 of the corresponding sides of the first triangle. Before starting the construction, we need to understand this 2/3, what the ratio is given, that we have to understand. So, here this 2/3 is called as scale factor. It is called as scale factor. Now, what this scale factor is? If you have a triangle, now what is the scale factor given in this question? 2/3. As you know, similar triangles have the same shape, but they differ in size. They differ in size. So, considering the size, so for a triangle, if you are drawing a similar triangle, how will be the new triangle which is drawn similar to it? That will depend whether it will be the bigger than this one or smaller than this one. We will decide based on the scale factor. Now, the scale factor is nothing but the ratio that is given in our question. Here it is 2/3. So, if this now this 2/3 is less than 1 or greater than 1, how do you know understand? So, if the numerator of the fraction is less than the denominator, then the overall value of this fraction will be less than 1. If the numerator is less than the denominator, in that case you will get the fraction value less than 1. Now, like if you see 1/2, so how do you divide? 1 is the dividend, 2 as the divisor. If you put a point here, 0, 2 5s are 10. So, what is the quotient you got here? 1/2 is nothing but 0.5, right? So, this 0.5 is less than 1. So, if you have the numerator less than the denominator, then the value of the fraction will be less than 1. Now, if the scale factor is less than 1, if the scale factor is less than 1, then the similar triangle which we draw will be a diminished figure. Now, what is this diminished figure? Diminished figure means the size of the similar triangle that we draw will be less than the size of the original triangle. Now, the second case is the scale factor can be greater than 1. When is it possible? If the numerator is greater than denominator. If the numerator is greater than denominator, we will get a scale factor greater than 1. As you know, 3/2 is nothing but 1.5. So, this 1.5 is greater than 1. So, when the numerator is greater than the denominator, we will get the scale factor greater than 1. If the numerator is less than the denominator, we will get a scale factor less than 1. If the numerator is greater than denominator, we will get scale factor greater than 1. This you should remember. When the scale factor is greater than 1, we will get a enlarged figure. We will get a enlarged figure. Now, what is this enlarged figure? So, if you have an original actual triangle and you are drawing a similar triangle whose scale factor is greater than 1, then the size of the similar triangle will be more than the actual triangle. It will be bigger than the original triangle. This is the thing that we should know. Now, coming to this question, let us read the question. Construct a triangle ABC of sides 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 6 centimeters. This is the first thing we have to do. Then we need to construct a triangle similar to it, whose sides, here this is the scale factor, whose sides are 2/3 of the corresponding sides of the first triangle. So, for this, first we have to look at the scale factor. What is the scale factor given? Scale factor is given as 2/3, because the numerator is less than the denominator, then we can say that the value of this fraction is less than 1, right. Now, when the scale factor is less than 1, we will get a diminished or enlarged? Diminished figure. We will get a diminished figure. So, before we start the construction of this triangle and its similar triangle, we have to draw the rough diagram. So, suppose this is the triangle. Now, because let us mark the vertices, suppose this is A, this is B and this is C. Suppose this is A, B and C, this is the original triangle. Now, we have to draw a similar triangle. So, because we got the scale factor less than 1, we will be getting a diminished figure. It means the similar triangle which we will draw will be in smaller size than the original one. So, it will look something like that. When you get the diminished figure, you have to draw this third side inside this original triangle. So, the vertices of the similar triangle will be, this is B, that is why we will take this as B dash, and this is C, that is why we will take it as C dash, right. Now, let us start constructing the actual triangle. Now, it is very essential that we should not forget the rough diagram. Okay, rough diagram is very essential, and if it is diminished figure, this B dash and C dash should come inside the triangle. If at all it was enlarged, that would come outside. Now, let us start the construction. First, we have to draw a triangle with 4 cm, 5 cm and 6 cm. Suppose I am taking the base of the triangle as 5 centimeters. The base of the triangle as 5 centimeters. Okay. Now, let us mark this as A and B. The other two sides are 4 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Now, let us take a compass. We have to take a compass and then adjust it to the length of 4 centimeters. Compass is something which has needle metal pointer at one side and another side we have pencil. So, we have to adjust the side, adjust the radius of the compass to 4 centimeters. Now, how much is the radius? It is now 4 centimeters. Now, we will keep the metal pointer at A and draw an arc. We have to draw an arc. Where did we keep the metal pointer? At vertex A. And what did we do? We have drawn an arc of radius 4 centimeters. Now, the other measurement is 6 centimeters. Just okay. Now, we will draw another arc of radius 6 centimeters. For this, we need to adjust the compass to 6 centimeters. As you can see the reading on the compass here. So, it is 6 centimeters. Now, we have to keep the metal pointer at B and draw another arc intersecting the previous arc. Draw another arc intersecting the previous arc. We will mark this point of intersection as C, vertex C. Now, we have to join this CA and CB. We have to join CA and CB. This is the normal construction we do, which we are aware of. Now, the new thing that you are learning is construction of similar triangle. How do we do that? For that we have to draw, now listen very carefully, for that we have to draw a ray which starts from A, making an acute angle with AB. We have to draw a ray which is making an acute angle with AB. So, we have to now mark equidistant points on this. Now, how many equidistant points we have to mark? Just look at the maximum number both in numerator and denominator. Which one is the maximum number? 3 is the maximum number. So, we have to mark 3 equal measurements on this. Let this be AX, ray AX. So, 3 equidistant points we have to mark. So, how do we do that? You can use a compass and keep the radius fixed, and you can mark it here because it is very small. I am using the scale, you can use scale as well. So, suppose M, how many equidistant points we had to mark? It is 3, right, because the maximum of 2 and 3 is 3. So, 3 equidistant. Suppose I am marking at every 2 centimeters here, then at 4. Why? Because after 2 centimeters equidistant points we need, right? Then at 6. Now, we will name these equidistant points as A1, A2 and A3. Why did we mark 3 equidistant points? Because the maximum of numerator and denominator is 3. So, we are marking 3 equidistant points. Now consider the denominator. How much is it? We have to now consider denominator. Here it is, in this case it is 3. We will join A3 to B. We will join A3 to B. Okay. Now, what is the numerator? 2. So, we have to draw a line parallel to A3B from A2 to this line AB. So, how do we do that? For that we need a set square. We need a set square. We have to take the set square, arrange it parallel to A3B. This tool is called a set square. We have to arrange it parallel to A3B. Now, look at this very carefully. What did we do here? We took the set square and arranged it parallel to A3B. Now, in order to fix the position of this set square, we need a scale. What do we have to do with the scale? We have to place the scale such that we can fix the position of this set square. So, what it will give to us, because now look at this carefully, we are fixing the position of the set square. So if we move this set square, then all the lines that can be drawn will be parallel to this A3B. So now we have to move, in this case because the numerator is 2, we have to move the set square to A2. As you can see, A2 is here. We have to move the set square to A2. Now draw a line from A2 to AB. This is our required parallel line that is drawn parallel to A3B. This is drawn parallel to A3B. A2, now mark this point as, because this is B, this will be B dash, this point will be B dash. So what did we do? We have drawn a line parallel to A3B from A2. Why? Because the numerator is 2. The next step is we have to draw a line parallel to BC from B dash to AC. So how do we do that? Again we will take the set square. Now this time we will arrange it parallel to BC. We have to arrange it parallel to BC. Set it carefully parallel to BC. Now this is parallel to BC. Now we have to fix the position again of this set square using our scale. How do we do that? We will place the scale under this. Now the position of the set square is fixed. Now when we move this, all the lines that will be drawn will be parallel to BC. So until which point we have to move? We have to move it till B dash. So from this B dash we will draw another line to AC, which will be parallel to BC. So let us close this and this too. Now this line is parallel to BC. As this point is C, we can mark this point as C dash. So the required similar triangle is A, B dash, C dash is the required similar triangle. Similar triangle. Now for this we need to write the construction steps. Let us write the construction steps. Construction steps are, first what did we do? Construct a triangle ABC with sides 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Then we have drawn a ray AX making an acute angle with AB. Mark 3 equidistant points, means A1, A2, A3. Now we will join A3 to B. Then we have drawn a line parallel to A3B from A2 using set square. Then we will draw another line parallel to BC using set square again. So this A, B dash and C dash is the required similar triangle.